Good afternoon, boys and girls. For today's lesson, we are going to learn how to fluently multiply up to 3-digit by 2-digit numbers using the area model strategy. Yesterday, we learned the standard algorithm strategy. Today, we're going to learn the area model strategy. So the problem or the equation that I have on the board is 51 times 82. Since it is multiplying two-digit numbers by each other, I need to draw an area model that has 2 boxes up top and 2 boxes going down the side. So 2 boxes up top and 2 boxes going down the side. The next thing that I need to do is I need to break apart my 2 numbers or my 2 factors in my equation based off of place value. So my first number is 51. So there's 5 tens. So there's 50 over top of my first box. And then there's 1 over top of my second box for the ones place. So 50 plus 1 equals 51. So then with 82, there's 80 in the tens. So the 80 goes to the left of the first row. And then there's 2 in the ones. And that 2 goes to the left of the second row. So now I'm ready to set up my multiplication facts in each box. My first box would be 50 times 80. Okay, so 50 times 80. So now I'm going to distribute the 80 to the 1. So my second box is 80 times 1, okay? And I like to put little equal signs to make little equations, okay? Now I'm ready to distribute the 2 to the 50 and the 2 to the 1. So my first equation in the bottom row, in the first row, in the first box, in the bottom row is 50 times 2. And then my last equation is 1 times 2. So I'm still using the distributive model or the distributive property, but I'm using place value to set up my equations. Now I'm going to solve all 4 of my equations in every box to get 4 partial products. So first I have 80 times 50. Well, 8 times 5 is 40. And then I have 2 zeros. So I can solve that using the tricks of 0 that I taught you last week. So then my next equation is 80 times 1, and any number times 1 is itself. So 80 times 1 is 80. Now I'm ready to go to the bottom row and solve for those 2 partial products. So my first one is 50 times 2. Well, 5 times 2 is 10. And then I'm going to add the 1 0 from the 50 to get 100. Now my last equation is 1 times 2, which equals 2. Now that I have all of my partial products, I like to circle them so that I know when I add them together what I'm exactly adding together. Now I'm going to come over to the right-hand side, and you guessed it, I'm going to add all of my partial products together to get my final product. Now I like to list mine out in place value. So my biggest number is 4,000, so that's going to go first. Do I have any more 4-digit numbers? No, I don't. So now I'm going to go to my 3-digit numbers, and I have 1, which is 100. And then my 2-digit numbers, I have 80. And then for my 1-digit number, I have 2. So I'm going to check, do I have all of my partial products? I have my 4,000, I have my 100, I have my 80, and my 2. I have all of the numbers that are in the ones place in the same column, all of the numbers that are in the tens place in the same column, all of the numbers that are in the hundreds place in the same column, and all of the numbers that are in the thousands place in the same column. Now I'm ready to add my partial products together. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 is 2. 0 plus 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 1 is 1. and 4 plus 0 is 4. So my final answer is 4,182. And I'm going to circle my final product so that the teacher knows that that is what I intend for my final answer. Now I'm going to show you how to do a 3-digit by 2-digit area model. Boys and girls, so now I'm going to show you how to do a 3-digit by 2-digit multiplication problem using the area model. Since I have 3 numbers in my biggest factor, my area model needs to be 3 boxes going across the top and 3 boxes going across the bottom. And I need to make it big enough so that I can see all of my equations. So this is a 3-digit by 2-digit area model. And let me erase that. I want to make it a little bit bigger. So let's erase right there. And let's come down some. Let me erase right there. And let me connect my box. All right. Now I'm going to draw a line as close across the middle as I possibly can. And I'm going to create 2 rows. And now I need 3 columns. So I need 1 line going down right there. And then 1 line going about right there. Try to make them as equal as I possibly can. Now I'm going to break or decompose. Decompose, when you decompose numbers, is when you break them apart based off of place value. So when I decompose 229, I have 200 in the hundreds place. I have 20 in the tens place, and I have 9 in the ones place. So that's how I decompose 229 based off of place value. Now I'm going to decompose 31 based off of place value. So there's 30 in the tens, and there's 1 in the ones place. Now I'm going to use the distributive property of multiplication to set up my equation for every box. So my first box is 200 times 30. And I put my equal sign. My second equation, I'm going to distribute the 30 to the tens place, would be 20 times 30. And my last equation, when I distribute the 30 to the ones place, is 30 times 9. So now I have all 3 of my equations for the 30. Now I'm going to decompose, or not decompose, that's the wrong word. I'm going to distribute the 1. I'm going to distribute the 1 to the hundreds place first, so that's 200 times 1. Then I'm going to distribute the 1 to the tens place, that's 20 times 1. And then to the ones place is 9 times 1. Okay. Now I'm ready to solve for all 6 of my partial products. So the first one that I have is 200 times 30. And using the tricks of 0, I'm going to multiply 2 times 3 first and get 6. And then I'm going to count my zeros. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to add them all after my 6. And then add my comma. So now I'm ready to do 20 times 30. And again, using the tricks of 0. 2 times 3 is 6. And I'm going to count my zeros, 1, 2, and I'm going to add them after my 6 to get 600. And then 30 times 9, using the tricks of 0, I'm going to say 3 times 9 is 27. And I have 1 0, so I'm going to add that at the end. Now I'm ready to go to the bottom row. Any number times 1 is itself. So 200 times 1 is 200. We got lucky on this one. 20 times 1 is 20, and 9 times 1 is 9. Now I'm going to circle all of my partial products. I'm going to circle all of my partial products. And now I am ready to add them all together using place value. So I'm going to change now to my blue pen. And I'm going to transfer my partial products to the left-hand side. And I'm going to line them up and place value. So my biggest number is a 4-digit number, which is 6,000. Now I have 3. Let me put a check by 6,000. I know I've placed that in my place value to add. So now I have 600 is a 3-digit number. Add that in place value, and then 270, and then 200. Now I have 20 is my 2-digit number, and then 9 is the only 1-digit number that I have. So I'm going to check and make sure that I have 6 partial products, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that they're all in place value order. There's the ones, there's the tens place, there's the hundreds, and the thousands. So now I'm ready to add. 9 plus 0 is 9. 0 plus 0 plus 7 plus 0 plus 2 is also 9. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. So that 0 is going to go in the hundreds place down low, and the 1 is going to regroup to the thousands place up top. 6 plus 1 is 7. So my final product is 7,099. So just like with yesterday's lesson, we have a check for understanding in Seesaw, where you will do 2 problems, one a 2-digit by 2-digit using the area model, where you will multiply and get those partial products. And then you will have a 3-digit by 2-digit example also to work on. So please complete that assignment as quickly as possible so that I can check to make sure that you understand. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can send them to me in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's lessons, boys and girls.